What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to talk to you about how to pick items to post, because this is something that a lot of people have a lot of trouble with when they start. And in fact, when people start, this is one of the biggest wastes of time that people commit, okay? Because really, it's not about finding the right item necessarily. What it's about is using your time effectively. If you are spending 10 hours a week researching items and you're actually only posting like 5 or 10 items, you're not being efficient with your time. And it's really important that you focus, especially on the beginning, on posting as many items as you can, because that inevitably is going to make you a better lister. You're going to become faster. You're going to become more involved. If you're using virtual assistants, you're going to become more aware of the workflow and understand the problems and dealing with the communication with the VAs. Ultimately, it all comes from the act of listing more items. And so when you start, in order to pick the best items and figure out what to post, you need to understand this concept, that it really is important that you consistently keep posting more items. This is how you grow your store. And to give you some metrics, when you start as a beginner, you should focus on getting to 100 items if you're doing optimization, okay? I get a lot of questions from people and they're like, oh, I'm not getting any results, yada, 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 yada. They're worried about things. And then I ask how many items they have in their store and they say 5 or 4 or 10. And like, that is not enough. It's kind of like, let's see, I need to think of a good metaphor. It's like if you wanted to sell cotton candy at a fair and it was this big event and there were going to be tons and tons of people, and you know those people, and they got like the sticks with cotton candy and there's tons of them, there's like 100 packs of them, right? It's like if you only took one and you said you're a cotton candy seller and you only have 1 pack of it, like that's not enough to make it work. You have to put more effort into it. You have to put more time into it. You have to get more listings. And even if you're really, really specific, like if you really know what you're doing and you're great with optimization, you can have a really high sell-through rate and have a really small store that's like a couple 100 items, right? But the reality is, in order to get to that point, you need to keep posting more items and then have a pruning process or something, right? But really, I really want to hammer this down to you. If you want to improve and you're worried about picking what items to post, the trick is to just kind of not think about it too much. You just need to identify, like, what's better is for you to identify what not to post. What do you actively want to avoid? And then as long as the item isn't one of the things you're trying to avoid, or the specific category, or the specific situation, or whatever, as long as it isn't that, then you're gonna be fine, right? You're gonna be able to post the item, and really what you gotta do is just be more efficient with your time and focus on posting more items, not about worrying that the perfect item that you have, or that the item, or about finding the perfect item, right? And so there's one more thing that I want to explain, and that's the concept in general of the perfect item. A really common question is, how do I find the perfect item? How do I find hot selling item? How do I find the demand item? How do I find the item? We place so much emphasis on there being a specific item that we could make money from selling. But it's important to understand that it's not that simple. It's not just about finding the specific right item. It's also about finding a good item and putting it in the right place at the right time under the right conditions. All of these variables are almost just as important as the viability of the item itself. Don't focus exclusively, like, you can't think that there's these magical items, and if anybody posts them, it's gonna work. It's not that simple. Like I said, you really gotta get more into it. You gotta get experience posting lots and lots and lots of different things and learn from it and really get that experience under your belt. And then you're gonna be able to be more specific. But if you engage in activities that spend your time without increasing the size of your store, then you're going to be spending more and more time getting less and less results. So you really want to make sure that you're paying attention to how you are spending your time when you're choosing to get into dropshipping, or anything really, but specifically to dropshipping because of how the posting process works. Because almost all people will have to start with optimization, and that is definitely something that you just gotta will through. You just gotta keep going. You gotta get employees doing it as soon as you can, and virtual assistants, and scale it. It's just, you gotta keep making your store bigger. That's really what's more important than finding the perfect item that's going to sell all the time and change your life forever, because that's probably not gonna happen, right? All right, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate your time, effort, and attention. And if you have any questions, that kind of thing, let me know. I'm probably going to be doing more of these kind of shorter videos over the next week or two, just because I got a lot of other stuff going on. I'm trying to hang out with my friends, live my life. So if you guys have any just quick questions you want me to do a specific video on, let me know, and I will comply. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Ciao.